Welcome to Win and Govern Nigeria, where we help candidates campaign better, leaders govern better, and citizens demand better. Because winning an election is only the beginning. The real victory is improving the lives of Nigerians. Today, we will be discussing crowds do not equal votes, how candidates should measure real support. One of the biggest mistakes a candidate can make is to look at a large campaign crowd and believe, we have won. No, you have not. A crowd can deceive you. A rally can deceive you. A convoy can deceive you. A packed town hall can deceive you. Even social media applause can deceive you. Because in politics, the real question is not, how many people came to see us? The real question is, how many people will actually vote for us? Welcome to Win and Govern Nigeria, where we help candidates campaign better, leaders govern better, and citizens demand better. Today, we are discussing, crowds do not equal votes, and how candidates should measure real support. Why campaign crowds can be misleading. In Nigeria, a campaign rally can attract thousands of people. But let us be honest. Not everyone in that crowd is a supporter. Some came because music was playing. Some came because a popular artist was invited. Some came because transport was provided. Some came because they heard food or money might be shared. Some came because they were curious. Some came because their group leader asked them to attend. Some may even be supporters of another candidate who only came to observe. So if your campaign team is counting crowd size as proof of victory, you are playing with political illusion. A rally shows visibility. It does not automatically show loyalty. A crowd shows attention. It does not automatically show commitment. Noise is not structure. Excitement is not election day discipline. And attendance is not the same as votes. The real question, who are your actual voters? A serious campaign should not stop at asking, how many people attended? A serious campaign should ask, how many of them are registered voters? How many have their PVC? How many live in this ward? How many belong to this polling unit? How many have openly committed to vote for us? How many can be contacted again? How many are willing to volunteer? How many can influence others? How many are just spectators? That is the difference between a political show and a political structure. A weak campaign counts heads at rallies. A serious campaign counts committed voters by polling unit. If your campaign cannot tell you where your supporters are voting, then you do not yet understand your support. You only understand your crowd. Measure support at the polling unit level. Elections are not won in the air. They are not won on billboards. They are not won in hotel meetings. They are not won only on radio, television, or social media. Elections are won through actual voters in actual polling units. That is why serious campaigns must organize at the polling unit level. A candidate should know which polling units are strong, which polling units are weak, which polling units are undecided. Where do we have reliable supporters? Where do we need more work? Where are voters angry? Where is our message not connecting? Where do we need more local engagement? If you do not have this information, you are campaigning blindly. You may be popular in the state capital, but weak in the communities where voting will actually happen. You may be loud online but invisible in rural wards. You may be celebrated by elites but unknown by ordinary voters. A serious campaign must move from general popularity to specific voter mapping. Stop depending only on political praise singers. Every candidate must understand this. People around you may not always tell you the truth. Some will say, sir, everywhere is locked. Madam, the people are fully with us. Your victory is sure. Nobody can defeat you. But when you ask for evidence, there is nothing. No voter list. No ward report. No polling unit analysis. No volunteer database. No community feedback. No proper survey. Just confidence without proof. That is dangerous. A campaign based on flattery will collapse when reality arrives. Every candidate needs people who can say, this area is weak. This message is not working. This group is not convinced. This ward coordinator is exaggerating. This crowd did not translate into real support. Those are the people who help you win. Praise singers make you comfortable. Truth tellers make you prepared. Use simple tools to track real support. You do not need complicated technology to begin measuring support. Start with simple tools. Create a word-by-word report. Create a polling unit support register. Create a volunteer database. Record community concerns. Track undecided voters. Monitor which messages are working. Track event attendees and follow up after the event. Collect phone numbers lawfully and respectfully. Use WhatsApp groups carefully. Train local coordinators to report facts, not rumors. After every community visit, your team should answer, how many people attended? How many were registered voters? What issues did they raise? What promises did we make? Who are the local influencers? Who can help us follow up? What objections did people have? What should we do next? This is how campaigns become serious. Not by guessing. Not by boasting. Not by looking at drone shots of crowds and declaring victory. Ask voters for commitment, not just applause. Applause is easy. Commitment is harder. A person can clap for you and still vote for someone else. A person can wear your cap and still be undecided. A person can shout your slogan and still fail to show up on election day. So after your rallies and town halls, ask for real commitment. Will you vote? Will you speak to your family? Will you join a volunteer team? Will you help us reach your street? Will you attend the next ward meeting? Will you help identify people who still have questions? Will you defend this campaign's message peacefully and lawfully? That is how you move people from spectators to supporters. A good campaign does not only entertain people. It converts attention into action. Measure the strength of your message. Sometimes the problem is not the people. Sometimes the problem is your message. Your posters may be everywhere, but people may still not understand what you stand for. Your rallies may be loud, but voters may not remember one serious promise. Your campaign song may be popular, but your manifesto may be empty. So test your message. Ask ordinary voters, what do you think this candidate is promising? What problem do you think this campaign wants to solve? Do you trust this promise? What is not clear? What would make you support this candidate? If voters cannot repeat your message in simple words, your campaign has work to do. A strong message should be clear enough for a market woman, student, farmer, civil servant, trader, artisan and professional to understand. Do not speak only to political insiders. Speak to the people who will decide the election. In closing. So let us be clear. Crowds do not equal votes. A large rally is useful, but it is not enough. A loud campaign is useful, but it is not enough. Social media excitement is useful, but it is not enough. Real support must be measured. By word. By polling unit. By voter commitment. By message understanding. By volunteer strength. By community trust. By follow-up. A serious candidate does not only ask, how many people came? A serious candidate asks, how many people are ready to vote, and where exactly are they? That is the difference between noise and strategy. This is Win and Govern Nigeria. Subscribe to the channel, share this video with a candidate, campaign manager, or voter who wants better politics. Because winning an election is only the beginning. The real victory is improving the lives of Nigerians. In our next video, we shall discuss what can a State House of Assembly member actually do